heroes, and it's not going to take long. We're going to go over a couple of them, why we like them and others, what makes them different between each other and between some of their villains, and what ultimately will make a hero a hero. None of the pictures in here are mine. I'm not an artist. I can draw a really awesome stick figure. So all of those came from the internet. And yeah, nerd tests are really, I didn't use that. If you have the feeling that you have to test my nerdiness, I ask that you don't. And rather, if you need to prove it, just give it to me in our next semester. Thank you all very much. Alright, so I'm going to go over some of the heroes, and here's some basics. We've got the Avengers in a very kid style. We have the Justice League in one of my favorite renditions, kind of medieval stuff. And then we have the X-Men up here, and those are some of the better known superhero groups. And we have people who are not heroes, such as the Joker and Harley Quinn, Magneto and Loki. And those are all known not heroes. Villains, aka. Alright, and then these guys, are in question. Everybody loves Deadpool right now. It's a big thing. And then Catwoman has changed very often. And we'll talk about why and all of that. Does anybody know that reference right there?
No.
Yes.
It's from WoW.
Yes, it is from WoW, and it's fantastic. It makes me really happy. Alright, so we're going to go over to Batman. This is probably one of my favorite pictures of him that I found on the internet. It's very true. Don't give him that power. You will lose. He's the Dark Knight of Gotham. He has all kinds of sidekicks, many different versions of Robin, Batgirls. He is very, very against killing. Very, very against. He's pretty good at his job. He was one of the Justice League founders. Alfred's really awesome. And typically he's really well respected in the superhero community. If you ask anybody, he and Suits are typically some of the first names you hear about. He's a DC character for anyone that doesn't know. Wonder Woman, who is also DC, is an Amazonian princess. One of her weapons is the Lasso of Truth, which is great. I really like this picture. I found that panel from Tumblr, actually. I think it's from one of the newer renditions that DC's done. And can everybody read it, or can people not read it?
Not at all.
No, yeah. Basically, the guy's like, you're not all that. Superman and Batman, they're the best, but I've been telling my girlfriend that you just lack something, and she, eats him, and is like, is it a code against killing? Because she has, in one universe, killed somebody. It wasn't completely intentional. She wasn't, malice, oh, I'm going to go jail. But it did happen, and she actually goes through a period of whether or not she is worthy, where she feels not worthy of being in Justice League. And in some universes, she is part of the founders for the Justice League, and in other verses, she is accepted into it. But yeah, she's really awesome. She's really badass. I love her. And then Deadpool, because everyone on Facebook was like, you need to talk about Deadpool. And so that side panel with Spider-Man is from one of the Disney XD episodes. This, I also found on Tumblr, the top one. Deadpool saying, if the internet could see the two of us right now, it would have fits. And Spider-Man's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And Deadpool says, I guess we go to different sites. This one I found, and pretty much, I think this is a pretty decent description of Deadpool just in general. Is these are multi incarnations of him. There comes a point where someone has some super awesome magic space stone, and it separates his personalities out. I believe we are currently in that universe. But he's known as the Merc with the Mouth. He was a very skilled and highly paid mercenary for a long time. He did work with S.H.I.E.L.D., and then he kind of went back and forth. So he's one of those characters that, you know, he can be a hero on a good day, but he's got a problem. He really likes killing things. So, you know, whatever suits him best on his Fridays. And then these guys are the couple pictures of. We are not talking about that Mr. Freeze. I don't want to talk about that movie. It's not now. This Mr. Freeze, before he was Mr. Freeze, was Victor Freeze. He worked at Gosport, and his wife had this really, really bad illness, and she was going to die, so he froze her in a cryogenic state. Yes, but his director was going to pull the plug and all the funding for that section of the company. So he went to try to fix some things, and there was an accident which caused him to have to live at sub-zero temperatures. And so he's continuing to try to find a way to resurrect his wife, which he eventually does in a Lazarus pit later on, and doesn't quite go his way. The Lazarus pit is courtesy of Ra's al Ghul. It is pronounced a whole bunch of ways, but I know that Ra's al Ghul is wrong, so I'm going to go with Raz. This is him from Batman Begins. There we go. I know. And this is him from the Batman Arkham games. Not Disney. Disney owns Marvel. He is the leader of the League of Assassins. His name translates into the head of the demon, and he is a really brilliant man. But he's crazy. He wants to rid the world of corruption, but his way is a little bit more eccentric. And every time he resurrects himself in his Lazarus pits, it messes with his head a little bit, makes him a little bit more insane. Next, we're going to talk about the Joker. So I need to talk about the Joker, because everybody pretty much knows the wonderfulness that is the Joker.
No.
That actually was Batman strangling him, embracing him. It kind of is left up to the reader. That is from The Killing Joke. That is one of the last panels in The Killing Joke. And that's my favorite Joker from my childhood. And then Catwoman is Selena Kyle. She has a couple love affairs with Batman, on and off again. And I can't quite remember which comic this came from, but you know, this is where she starts questioning whether or not, you know, she's doing the best that she could, and you know, why she's doing everything. She tiptoes the line along with Deadpool, although she can stay on the hero side a bit better than he can. Alright, so we're just going to do some simple comparisons. Sorry guys, this is flying on. Batman, he believes that there is corruption. He wants to get rid of said corruption. Ra's al Ghul also believes that there is corruption, and he wants to get rid of it. But where they differ is Batman will weed out the corruptors. He will go after the crime bosses. He will lock up the Joker. You know, no matter how many times he escapes, he will just deal with the problem. And Raz will burn the entire thing to the ground, start over. Maybe even salt the earth if it's bad enough. And that's, you know, some people think that that would be better because you eliminate the problems. But, I mean, you know, it's not really cool to burn a lot of people. And we're getting to the really big punchline, and it'll help, I promise. Altruism is something that my sociobiology teacher actually helped with this, guys. We went over this in class, and it's the belief in or practice of disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others. So kind of like why firefighters will run into a burning building to save a kid. You know, they're more concerned about the other people. And it's demonstrated really well by two characters, one of which is Captain America. He's fantastic. He is a Marvel character. And it's also demonstrated by Mr. Freeze. Now, Captain, he's a hero. We like him a whole lot better than we do Mr. Freeze. Captain America will see all these people in need. In the movie with, what's his name? Chris Evans. Yeah. You know, he doesn't have any proper equipment, any proper armor, but he goes and rescues all these men held, by Hydra. Because, he's one man, but if he can free these people, it will be so much better for all of them. They will get to live, and they will be able to defeat this evil. Mr. Freeze is very altruistic because he's done everything for his wife. However, in doing everything for his wife, he kind of just dismisses everybody else. But he's still a very altruistic person, just psycho. So this is where we get down to one of the big thing that I think makes a hero, and they're all. And it's really, really simple. It took me a while to figure it out, and I talked to a bunch of people, but I mean, this makes a whole lot of sense. It's not their fancy outfits, and it's really not about how violent they are. Heroes value and protect the innocent when villains will pay no heed to the innocent. If Brad was to burn down the city, that's a lot of people that will be dying, and a greater percentage of them will be people who've done nothing wrong. And that's why Batman doesn't follow him in the League of Assassins or anything. And so that's why Robin Hood, we're talking a little, he's a fox in the Disney movie. He steals from the corrupt and gives to the innocent. It's not just rich to poor. It's people who have done wrong, and he helps the people who have been wrong. Loki is still the bad guy in Thor and Avengers. I'm really sorry. I know that Tom Hiddleston makes him really, really lovable, and you want to just pity him and, hug him and everything. He killed a lot of people. He killed a lot of people, a lot of innocent people that had nothing to do with anything between him and Thor. And then Deadpool and Catwoman cross this line. That's it, guys. I'm sorry. It's incredibly short, much shorter than I thought it was. Just talk really fast. Is there any questions, anything I can try to help with?
You said that heroes like values and put them outside, but I was thinking about like specifically the Avengers movies where there are tons of like collateral damage to the city and stuff. Is that just kind of like whatever?
Yes and no. I mean, there is a lot of damage done to the city itself, and I'm sure that people did get hurt, then all through taking this industry, all glass building. But they're doing their best to protect them. They're providing a service that people themselves can't provide, which in that case was killing huge flying aliens. So yeah, they always know that there's a possibility that someone's going to get hurt or worse, but they still do everything to try to keep the majority of them. Yes.
Have you ever read anything by Frank Miller and his version of Batman?
I do not believe so.
Because Batman crosses the line. He just gets fed up with Gotham after he imprisons all the evil guys, and he starts killing them.
Well, I'm definitely going to look into that. No, I have not read everything or even a majority of some things with some of these characters. It's, I don't have any money or time to do all that, but I am very interested in looking at some of the newer renditions and everything.
I think Netflix has like the animated versions on it. I'm not sure though.
Yes.
Something I didn't really see addressed was legal versus moral good. In other words, are you still a hero if you're completely on the wrong side of the law? I'm thinking Marvel Civil War, which is when Captain America is an outlaw because he doesn't believe in superhero registration. Or even like in the new Winter Soldier movie when the guy's an outlaw because, S.H.I.E.L.D.'s doing something bad. Mm-hmm. So, do you think that legal alignment has anything to do with good, bad outlets?
Yeah, it does, because if you were Hydra at that moment in Winter Soldier, Captain America is not a hero to you at all. But if you were the thousands upon thousands of people that Hydra is planning to kill because you made a 32 on your ACT score and you haven't even gone to prom yet, Captain America is a huge hero to you. And that's definitely something that I do not touch on in this because it gets into a whole bunch of gray area there. And I'd like to expand upon that and this. who gets to decide who is the innocent and who is not. I want to do that in a future seminar, but it does play into effect because when Batman first starts, Gordon hates him because he's breaking laws, but the people love him because he's keeping them safe. He's doing something that the police can't. So I hope that answers it. But I will definitely be trying to do another seminar soon. Yes.
Who's your favorite superhero and why?
My favorite superhero and why? I feel like it's kind of not fair. I really like Batman because that was what I watched when I was really little. My friends all watch Superman, and my house is Batman house. So I'm gonna go with that.
What's that your interest in superheroes?
This again, it's not me. I watched them a lot when I was really little. Like that was the majority of our movies. I'm very, very children when I was little. But superhero movies were typically superhero movies in Disney, where we could watch whatever. But my friends and I got really interested in story writing, and so we kind of wrote our own renditions of different, the art and game group. She was good. She was well versed in comics, so she did different renditions of those. Those are commonly known as fan fiction and have a really bad rap, but so that's what got me super interested in them.
Why do you think people are fans of villains even though typically they do really bad things? Like some people think the Joker's awesome even though he spends all his time killing people and blowing things up.
See, I'm one of those people. I like all my villains. I like because it's fun to kind of see. I think it's fun to see what they're willing to do to prove their points. And then some of them, Marvel more so than DC makes humanly flawed characters. So I know that some people start to relate. Oh, they had this thing happen to them. I had that thing happen to them. I'm not gonna go blow up buildings or chain people to a railroad track. But it's fun to see the dynamic because you can't have your heroes without your villains. And so,
If you think about Leonardo villains, he's like, I've been a while back, I want to say it was in Mexico, they had, this woman was killing bus drivers who were like serial rapists or something. It was a long time ago, I don't know what do you think? It's like in the comics, superhero was like, oh, making the right thing, doesn't matter about the law, but
Yeah.
in the world.
There is something to be said for letting the lawmen do their thing. However, if the lawmen can't, I don't know. It's one thing to look at a storybook and be like, that's really awesome, that's super cool, and then for it to happen in your backyard or in your show. Yeah. So I personally would say let the lawmen do their thing unless the lawmen are so super inefficient and just they don't care. Yes.
Why do you hate the Batman and Robin movie so much?
Why did I didn't like Arnold Schwarzenegger's portrayal. There we go. Portrayal of his character.
Those ice punts are funny though.
The ice runs are fantastic, and I love that they watch that. Oh, Rudolph. I know what I'm talking about. I just can't say it. No, it was fun to watch, like to be funny. I don't personally like that portrayal of Grease.
It's comedy movie. No, you can't do it. It was too cluttered, I think. There were like too many villains and Batgirl coming out randomly all of a sudden.
It was really good. I love the
Because Captain America also was live for all Christmas, and I was watching the movie. There's Chris Evans, and like he gets a phone call from a woman, and she's like been kidnapped, and so he did the whole movie like he doesn't even know her. He did the whole movie like going all these things to rescue her, and like I walked with my mom and she's like, oh look, Captain America, he's here today.
going twice